Hey, welcome to the Dorkfish Steve channel. Let's get this light right. Hey, I wanted to apologize. I haven't put a video up in a couple days. I've been hanging out with my youngest son, so thank you for staying tuned, and I'm glad that you're back. Today we're going to be looking at the Stillare RDA. It's black, and it's a clone, of course, by Infinite. And this is what she looks like on my AR-15 clone mod. She looks pretty dark side of the force type of look, if you ask me. And I'll tell you, it's a pretty nice looking little setup. I like it. But I'll tell you, we're going to get down a little close on this thing and take a look and see if we can find out if this thing is all it's cracked up to be. So stay tuned and hold tight. We're going to be going down and looking right now at what she's like. So be right back. Don't go anywhere. Okay, here we are, nice and close up. This is the box that the Stillare came in, the Infinite, and let's take a look inside. There she is, the Infinite Stillare Clone, black. I tell you, if Darth Vader was a vapor, this is what he would choose, my friend. Anyway, so yeah, so you see the construction's not bad. It's got the nice, cool drip tip, the little, looks like a kingly stated kind of look. So yeah, see, not too bad. Notice it does not have an adjustable pin on the bottom. Blurry, stupid camera, sorry. No adjustable pin, no fancy writing. Pretty straightforward. Let's open her up, see what we got here, okay? So this top piece, by the way, is a strong wind could knock this top piece off. It's really easy to come off. The way this is constructed is just like any other one, Stillare. It's got the adjustable, let's see if you can see that. It's got the adjustable airflow that you move this bottom cap and obviously it closes off some of that air hole. I usually run mine about full. Sorry, it's a tad juicy. I've been using it and testing it, so my apologies. I tried to wipe it off, but apparently it didn't quite do the trick. So let's take a look at these post holes. There's a build in here, so please ignore my sloppy build, but here we go. We'll see if we can get close and get this camera to cooperate. So the holes aren't great. They probably need to be drilled out if you're trying to do sub-ohming or anything fancy. I think though you could probably get a 24 gauge in there, I would think. The drip well is super small. You can't put a lot of liquid in there. I mean, it's just barely a well at all. Look at it. You wouldn't want to put any more than 10-12 drops in, or you'd be living in a world of e-juice all over yourself. It's got the gold-plated, the gold-plated posts. Stupid camera. And you know, the thing is, it's pretty well built. I mean, it's got the O-ring. It's only got one O-ring. Which in this case they might have thought about putting two, because man, look at this thing. I mean, it just is like plink, plank. I mean, it stays. It's just really weak. You can't turn it, and you can't take it off very easily. You have to take this off to take it off your your mod. But I mean, it's solid construction. I looked for errors. I looked for issues. I could not find any. It is straight. It is solid. The logos are fine. They all look good. They all feel like they're in there really good. I mean, there's quality there. I mean, it's a quality one, you know. Of course, I got serial number 2811, which probably means nothing, but who cares anyway. So once again, I mean, it's not a bad little build deck. I'll tell you, it feels like a little baby, man. It's a 22 millimeter, I believe that is the case. So it's standard size, but it's not really too hard to build in there. It's a little crowded, but you can see I was able to get dualed in there pretty easily. The tip, on the other hand, I really like it. It's cool. It's pretty wide bore. For most people, it wouldn't be a problem. Not at all. So, I mean, it's a nice little device. It's built well. It looks good. And, you know, as you'll see soon, you'll see how well it functions. Now, do I love it? It's okay. I don't love it. I kind of like it. I mean, it's not the best thing that ever hit the planet, obviously, but it has its purpose, right? It does pretty well. I think that it vapes a little bit cold because there's just so much. I mean, it's a pretty big top. Got a lot of space in there. I tend to be a pretty cool vape. I don't mind it though. Sometimes I'm in the mood for a cool vape. Sometimes I don't want hot volcanic e-juice, you know, flying up in my face. So I was joking. Sometimes you don't want a hot vape. Sometimes you want a cool, laid back, chilling vape. So this is good for that. Yeah, I like it. It's not too bad. Now, like I said, they should make the holes deeper. They should make the well deeper. And they should raise the center pin a little bit. I mean, if they really wanted to improve it, this is what I would do. I'd make the well deeper, raise the center pin, drill the holes out, put a adjustable pin here, and check the dang length of that. Make sure it ain't too long because it doesn't fit every RD mod very well. I bet the original, maybe the original, is more versatile. Could be. Or maybe this is even better. Who knows? Because I don't have the original yet. Now the box it comes in, it does come with some neat little gadgets here. Comes with some extra screws, comes with some extra O-rings, and some stupid silica crap that nobody ever uses, at least I don't. So you get a little bit of a deal. I mean, it's not that expensive. I think I paid 20 bucks for it. So, you know, you get what you pay for. It's not bad. I got a nice little juice stain there. See that little juice stain? That is so gross. Sorry, guys. But anyway, yeah. So let's go back up top now and let's give her a vape and see how she performs in the old vaping department. So hold on one second. We'll be right back through the magic of camera work. Alright guys, we're back. Thanks for checking that out. And so let's do this. Let's see what she's made out of. Let's throw a little e-juice in here and see what we can get. You know what? I think I'm going to put her on the cartel because this thing, the battery's a little low. So if you'll bear with me, I will avoid the embarrassment of puffing just a little mosquito cloud out of my face. And I'll put it on something that's got a little bit better charged battery up in here. Also, while we're doing this, I want to tell you, I don't know if it's just me, but I think probably everybody who vapes an RDA on a mod is probably keeping these people in business. Because man, I carry one of these everywhere I go now. I asked myself that today. I said, you know what? I bet you that I'm not the only one who walks around with the napkin in his pocket all the time. And you know what? I don't think I am. Now if this thing doesn't fit, I'm going to be pretty embarrassed. Nah, it fits. I just got to adjust it. Urgh. Get that top off here, man. Tell you what, these copper clones, you better be careful with these copper clones because they will seize up on you, man. You got to keep them threads clean and tight. So I'm adjusting my pin here so I can get this thing to drop down right on this thing. I guess this is a good point. This does not drop down all the way on this. But in the interest of making it function, we will go ahead and use it anyway. Even though I got enough juice on my hand right now, it's insane. There's juice already on this thing. Alright, let's see if we can get some fire. Not much. That connection, not great. Could be the build. Not a good idea to hold this thing next to your eyes, by the way. Alright, let's try it again. Let's move it up a bit. Get a little more adjustment. You gotta fine tune your mod till you get that battery rattle out of there. You gotta make sure it's tight enough so you got a good connection. Just in case you didn't know that, but guess what? I bet you already knew that. So if you're like me, you've been doing this a while. This might not be the best build on the planet Earth. Alright, the thing about this, and I talked about it earlier, is this cap. It's funny, I get one RDA I reviewed last week, the cap was so tight, you had to call the dang fire department out to take the thing apart so you could rebuild it. Then I get one that's so loose that you could, a sharp wind would blow it off of here. Look at that. Clank. I mean, it's okay. It's fine. Let's see if we can get some good vapor out of it. Not bad. Fresh battery. It's a much cooler vape than others, and I think it's because, I mean, the top is just a significant amount of area up there, and it could be the build as well. But I run this thing wide open. You can adjust this ring though, so that you only run it, you can adjust it to, you get the satisfaction that you want in it, because this top piece moves and you can move it around. Now, it's not easily done, however, so I recommend setting it up before you put it on the thing. Otherwise you're going to be juicing, you're going to be walking around with a gallon of juice on your fingers after you adjusted your air ring while you're at work, and that's not good. So let's do it again. You can get some vapor out of this thing. I mean, if you got the right mod and the right battery, you're going to get a good result. I mean, the key to getting a good result and a good experience is you got to get a mod that hits hard, first of all. This is just my opinion, okay? So if you're like, no, you don't, okay, fine, maybe you don't. To me, you got to get a mod that hits hard. You got to figure out a build in your mods that you like. Now, I've tried everything from Twisted 24, Twisted 22, dual core coil, single coil, sleeper coil, Dragon's Breath coil. I'm just joking. I don't even know if this is Dragon's Breath coil. But I've found a couple that I like. I seem to like the dual micro coils, G-plat on a really small setup. Seem to get the most flavor out of that. About 0.25. I've gone down as far as 0.18, and it just sucks juice, man. It'll drink a juice bottle out so fast you won't even know it, and you'll be a little dizzy-headed too. Alright, I'm blabbing. Alright, so my final review on this is I give it about an 8 out of 10. And the reason I do that is because the cap is too easy to fall off. It doesn't fit properly on some mods. The threading, I don't know if it's too short or it's too long or something's going on. This is a adjustable top pin, so it won't go all the way down. So I assume that it's just the 510 threading on it it's a little bit longer nub on the bottom of this thing. That's my assumption. It is not adjusted out or anything. See how that just comes right off? You just can't really even leave it on there. To take it off, you got to really, I mean, if you look at the bottom again, I mean, you'll see it's not adjustable. There's no adjustableness to this specific one. So you're really kind of stuck. If you run into a situation where you got a gap, there ain't nothing you can do, man, but just take it and run with it. Is it a showstopper for me? Not really. I don't like the way it looks, but it's killing me. It still works good. And of course it does go flush. It goes flush with this one. It's just the stupid battery's too low, and I didn't want to give you guys a little baby puff. Anyway, so 8 out of 10, not a bad deal. I love the adjustable airflow to a certain point, and I think it's a nice RDA. Is it a Plumeville or a Veritas? No. It's definitely not the quality of the Mephisto and the versatility that you would get in this versus this. The flavor is on par though, pretty close. This has a little bit more flavor, I think. So that's my review, and I hope you enjoyed it. I'll be doing a review coming up here pretty soon on a couple different items, so stay tuned, and I really appreciate your presence. May you have a blessed day and a better tomorrow. Peace.